Hey fam, how are you? Hope all is well, right? I'm not playing with you. Uh, yeah, hope all is well with you guys, right? I came through, and I came through because I found something kind of interesting, right? Hold on one second. Y'all know how I like to make sure the volume is up, right? So, hopefully you get my message clear. So, um, I noticed a topic, right? That's going viral, right? Um, One thing my God taught me, right? One thing He taught me, right, is this: Wall Street, right, don't like celebrities. They think they're the worst investment and very bad for business, right? I want you to keep that in mind as we move forward, right? So I was looking at this what's her sister, Meg Thee Stallion, right? So she finally came out and told you who shot her, right? Um, which to me, it's not even a surprise. Um, Either way it goes, right? But this is what I want. This is what I don't want, right? And I don't like, right? So the person who shot her is not Athos. You know that, right? It's not Athos, right? But all of a sudden now you hear all of this crime against women, abuse against women. Today I saw the three transgender black LGBTQs who were assaulted by three black men, right? I told you it was two facial recognition. The other one didn't have one. But um, with that being said, I'm just kind of curious to know their background, right? To see if they are 100% ADOS, right? And the reason why I say that is because for a long time, for a long time, right, people, right, who are not athos, right, has been committing crimes, right, off the Richter scale, right, and when they put their face most of the time on TV or whatever, right, the first thing I pay attention to is their last name, right? That'll tell you a lot about a person. Their last name is going to tell you what all you need to know most of the time. But why I say that is because a lot of times I notice a pattern. I told you when I see the patterns, right? Um, I start to examine it. So with that being said, um, he's not a dose, right? So if you want to wage a gender war, right, or stop the violence, uh, uh, domestic abuse of women, right? Don't blame that shit on those men, right? Now let me explain something to you. The queens, right? All wise and civilized women, original woman of the United States of America, right? The majority of us, we have God, right? Or we have kings, right? And we were raised by our fathers, right? So we were taught to have some kind of pride and class and dignity, right? And we were taught to be good queens and never a good whore, right? See, I see the gender war shit, right? And then I see how they're trying to put black men against black women. My question with all of this shit. Why aren't they putting Latin men against Latin women, right? To prove that point or scenario, or Jamaican men against Jamaican women abuse. Why is it always the Black American man and woman that you target, right? With these agendas, right? I'm telling you, if you look at a newspaper, I still look at a newspaper, okay? I watch the newspapers all around the world, and what I notice, right? The face of crime right now is black. Everywhere you go now, uh, people didn't do the knowledge. The other day, Barr had some shit down in the South called Operation Legend, where he claimed he was picking up all of these people with murder cases and drug charges. And you should have saw the write-up about it, right? Like, he's really fighting crime. He's really putting you niggas back in check, right? Got to pay attention to the media. The media is the devil. The media itself, right? It's the strongest tool that white supremacy has. That's why we stay away from those frequencies, right? You know, they say Lucifer is the prince of air, right? We stay away from them microwaves, right? Knowing what microwaves do to the body, right? It stops natural frequencies, right? So yeah, I wanted to put that out there, because at the end of the day, Meg is ours, right? But the dude that shot her, right? He's not a dose, right? So I'm telling you sisters now, right? If you go out there and you get involved with one of these loony bins, right? Don't come jumping back across the fence and think ADOS is supposed to have sympathy for you. When you out there doing the devil's bid, you're going to get exactly what it is you're looking for. Now, earlier today, I did the video, right? What did I say? We can't be bought or sold, right? So now they come out with giving away $1 million for women's empowerment. Listen, I'm smart. I'm smart, right? I have an ex, right? I come from under Minister Louis Farrakhan, right? I come from the Law's 5%, right? I came from the Marcus Garvey camp, right? Also Yoruba, right? Something slow about me, right? In the last, my son is 31, the last 31 years, right? I've been adamant about fighting for the greater good in the name of righteousness. Was I perfect? No. But one thing I can tell you right now, through it all, right? I never sold my soul. I don't belong to a sorority, right? I don't belong to any bootlicking goddamn club, right? And I'm going to always be the queen, right? That sits along God, right? And build a righteous nation. That's what queens do. You know, when you're doing horror shit in the world, right? You're doing all of that satanic shit, right? Then you don't have no guidance, right? So it's like some people want to come out the triple stages of darkness, right? And others want to go deeper and deeper into the abyss, right? And you know what happens when you go too far out in the abyss? Your mind goes, your mind travels, right? You're not there Yeah. So I wanted to put that out there. I found that very interesting because moving forward, we will be doing some examinations just to make sure in vetting, right? To ensure that these people running around here committing criminal acts, right? Names, date, birthplaces of their parents. We don't even want their birth. Don't call them an American if they have immigrant parents. We want all that information to be put out there, right? Before you blame all of this bullshit that y'all setting up with this pandemic on Black Americans, right? We already see you. We know what's up, right? So yeah, like I said, if you had a God, and she down there in Truth Known, we call Texas Truth Known, right? Listen, I'm an Earth. I've been all around this planet, right? Built with the most powerful God, right? Matter of fact, I was engaged to a God, and my God was murdered teaching this to some savages, right? Stabbed him so many times they stopped counting. So that's how knee deep I am in this shit, right? But they taught me well. They built me for this. I cannot be bought. I cannot be sold for any form of fool's gold. And I'm not alone out here, right? By alone, shot, right? Herbs are everywhere. Want knowledge of yourself? Get with one. Even if you don't have to be an herb. Get with a good-hearted Christian. Get with somebody that's going to lift your spirit, lift your vibrations, right? You don't want to be somewhere amongst people, right, where you already know that the environment is toxic, the energy is toxic. It's not like you sitting down in a cipher filled with peace. See, black people, one thing about black people, we can be reformed. A devil can't be reformed in no shape, form, or fashion. You could try all you want. It's not going to happen, right? But a black person can reform themselves, right? They can repent, as they call it, right? And they can resurrect their mind, right? The choice is yours. I'm not coming out here anymore to brain bash people. That's not my goal here, right? A lot of stuff people doing right now, I probably was doing at the age of 12. I bullshit you not, right? Later for that. I noticed that, like with a lot of these people. That's why I'm not a hater of the youth, because I was young one time, and when at my age, the things that was popping was the 80s hip hop, right? We were the 70 babies coming out in the 80s hip hop. So I don't knock them, right? But somewhere along the way, I'm looking at certain regions, right? Looking at certain regions and like, what are you teaching there? What are you teaching? Because if you were teaching right and exact, we would not have, right, savages running around here influencing our children, right, to have sex, right? Things that lead them to death, disease, and destruction. Especially, you know, the insult to the intelligence of this all. This is all being done during a fucking pandemic. They telling you out there say you put your vagina part time. You going out there telling you sell your vagina, right? during a pandemic. But let's not forget, right? When AIDS came out, right? Although it was just like this, you still had LGBTQ running around here, fucking people raw, dropping like flies. It was meant really for the heterosexual uh, community, known as the black community, right? But it backfired on their motherfucking ass, right? And more of them took the L than we did. So we already know, dealing with COVID, what's going to happen too, right? But how dare you come out and promote, right? Sex, drugs, anything that's not healthy to the mind, body, and soul right about now, right? We rebuke you, Satan. We rebuke you, right? We rebuke you because we know you. We see you in your purest form. We rebuke you, right? And your minions trying to sell black people vagina during a pandemic, right? You make it up. You out here making masks. You know, I'm teaching. I always, with my grandchildren, they're going to learn a lesson from me. When they ready, they come. Now I got them interested in making their own masks with their head wraps, like grandmother, like granddaughter, right? But teaching them how to be good queens and not good whores, right? Because when it's all said and done, when you are used and abused in your vagina, see, one thing about a woman, she has a limitation. God, in His knowledge, is infinite, right? So your biological clock of sexual behavior will run its course, right? Depending on how old you are when you start and how old you are, right? When your body, right, is still back everything that you showered upon it, right? That's how that goes. So I wanted to get that out there. Those we got to be vigilant about that because they have these people now talking about a goddamn gender war. I don't know where that's going. I'm like, where all this shit going on? You know what I mean, I'm in a place. I'm in the eighth largest black population. Right? I don't see it, and I'm in the streets. Right? I'm the Mrs. Rogers of the goddamn neighborhood. I don't see it. I don't see it in the suburbs. I don't see it deep down inside of the city, right? Hey, you can listen to these politicians all you want, right? I'll tell you something about Delaware, right? Delaware is like this. We're very laid back. We're very chill, right? When we get tired of you, right, we will flip on your ass in this city. I bear witness, right? Once they feel as though, like my grandmother said, black folks don't like people with too much pride. Once you do that, right, to Delaware natives, right, it's going to be a problem. You can let these politicians prop your ass up all you want, right? You don't run the streets. Joe Biden, let me tell you something. Joe Biden don't go on Bennett Street, right, when the sun goes down. You won't walk up and down 4th Street when the sun goes down. It's not that it's dangerous, because everywhere poverty resides. It's dangerous, right? But we know everywhere that poverty is, right, has been systematically, right, structured. And now they're coming up. I looked the other day, I saw them, they got $1 billion and something uh, project fund for this pandemic. People out here ain't getting no goddamn checks, right? Still ain't getting no second stimulus. They still playing with our unemployment. We've been working since we were, FICA said let them in, right? But you got money, right? You got billions to take to try to gentrify the city, right? Build up your little riverfront, right? They gotta go. They think that. Listen, let me explain something to you, right? Because the Democrats and the Republicans, Congress, yeah, I want to say Democrats, right? I want to say directly Democrats. You know why? Because they started this pandemic, right? And they set all of this shit up. They set the stage up for it, right? So we now only at stage 3. And I told, remember you guys, my subscribers, what I say when this first got started, right? Everything I said came into fruition, right? The way they set it up, the way they had it planned, the way things was going to go, right? I said they're going to be on the ground. Black immigrants matter. They're going to be on the ground, right? And then they're going to have some of ours mixed up in there, so you're really going to think it's all of us, right? But it ain't going to be all of us, right? We're going to mix them up on the ground. Because I heard them say, Black Lives Matter is more powerful than the Democrats and the Republicans, right? I found that amazing. They're more powerful than the Democrats and Republicans. Do they hold votes? Right? But when they said that, right, I was like, okay, they're more powerful than the Democrats and the Republicans. However, they are the Democrats' attack dogs, not the Republicans, right? So, like I said, when we got down to the first beginning of the riots, right? I said phase 2 is this. It's a bunch of confusion going on purpose, right? Outside. And all of this is being done for distraction because if any of them care about George Floyd and black people and what's going on with us, especially during COVID, right? Out of all the people in the United States, right? They would have came out first and foremost. Listen, Black Americans, we know Donald Trump got y'all fucked up right now. Here's what we're going to do for you. Did they do that? And still, to this day, think that we're going to vote for them, right? Like, we going to vote for them after you told us no. Right? Well, just vote for us because we just started all this stuff and, even though you think it's you, but it's us. It's all us, right? I'm telling you, I seen it coming. So this is the next deal, right? This what's going to happen. The Democrats, they may win. I'm almost certain they'll win, right? But then they're going to figure, they're going to be like, we got the power now. We really going to shut them down. No, 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 no. You ain't shutting us down. Because we going to come, that, I think that's when the icing on the cake, right, will be smeared all over it, right? And then you really going to see, right, the black Americans, right, fall in position, right, and do what we got to do. So we ain't Black Lives Matter. We all wise and civilized about this shit, right? Yep, we all wise and civilized about this. So we're going to wait until they become, President of the United States, and they're going to come in there, right? We'll start signing all these policies, doing all this shit. They're going to be high-fiving each other in Congress if they can touch one another, right? Because COVID's still here. Think COVID's still here, right? But it's going to be just another phase, right? See, it took black people. I'm so sorry. I apologize for a lot of people that weren't on code, right? Since, matter of fact, Jason Black been out there a minute. Professor Black Truth been out there, right? But it really hit the iceberg with ADOS. When we got the hashtag, right? And we shut them down. And they bought the same, right? They bought the same pretty bow wrapped up in shit back to us. I don't know what it is. I don't know why they want to play with us and anger us and get us emotional and think that we will just all just disappear and our voices will go away knowing what you owe us. I highly doubt it. Right? I'm telling you. Next phase is coming up. See, Democrats lost the best planner, right? This is chess, not checkers, right? This is chess, never checkers. And this is business, never personal. We want our money, right? And if we catch you, right, spreading our wealth around this country, right, without compensating, right, black Americans alone with their own reparations, right, they'll have a problem, right? Because all you're doing, see, it's always been a numbers game. Trick knowledge coming in numbers. They tell you it's only 40. Can you imagine only 40 million black people in America? You know it's 52 states here, right? 52 states, right? So you mean to tell me less than 1 million, uh, 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 let's say 40 million. So, yeah, say about a million. You say it's only like a million and something of us in each state, really? What you think we can't count? Uh, all right, if you say so. I just got a feeling, right? The universe is going to pull your bluff, right? That being said, I want to let you guys go. I wanted to get that out there. Hope you can hear me. Hope you can hear me. All right? Keep your vibrations high. I'm going to rest. Kind of tired. Granddaughter is still here. You know, I get in my, now I love you guys, kiss you on the forehead, but go. But it is what it is. That being said, keep vibrations high.